I have a confession to make. I don't care if you get rich. In fact, nobody does. One of the most reliable ways to make a lot of money is to pretend you are already rich and then convince people you have the secret to financial success, which you will sell them for a price. If everything goes well, you can use the money to live a lavish lifestyle and keep the scam going as more people want to know how you did it. You can probably all think of some particularly bad grifters who blur the line between being outright scammers. But the best way to avoid falling into their trap is to realize that they don't care if you get rich. This is true not just for the YouTubers pitching related e-commerce course, but for almost everyone you will ever meet on the internet, in public, or in your job. Your favorite content creators don't even know who you are, and they don't care if you make $300 a day at home in 2023. They only care if you watch their latest video or read their books. Even though I don't care if you get rich, I try to be very honest with you, my viewers, because I think it's good for business in the long run. I want you all to think I'm a trustworthy source of information, so you'll watch my videos every week. Then why am I telling you this? Because it could cost you a lot of money without you realizing it, but since I don't care about that, it's really because I think it's an interesting and important lesson that will make you want to subscribe to my channel. When person A knows a lot about person B, but person B doesn't even know person A exists, this is called a parasocial relationship. Celebrities and their fans have had these one-sided relationships for a long time, but they are happening a lot more now that internet influencers share everything about their lives with their viewers. A pair of relationships are bad, but they become even worse when the people on the other side of those relationships start talking about their money. But if you keep in mind that no one cares if you get rich, you can avoid 3 other big financial mistakes besides falling for a fake guru scam. People who think they care about their financial well-being often make the first mistake of knowing too much about their own finances. Good financial advice is boring and easy to understand, but hard to do. It takes discipline to save every month for 40 years, so it makes sense that people would be interested in anything that could help them get ahead financially faster. Personal finance creators get paid to tell people what they want to hear by giving them tips and tricks to save more money, or make more money, and get better returns on their investments. Many people can't save more money, and the budgeting advice they give is usually appealing but not enough to make a difference in the lives of their viewers. People also talk a lot about making extra money. This sounds harmless, but it wastes people's time that they could spend with friends and family or working overtime at their regular job to make more money. Young people who want to make some extra money are interested in side jobs, which is why there are so many videos on YouTube about how to make $300 a day from home in 2023. Most side jobs are clearly bad ideas, and you can figure out which ones they are by asking yourself 2 questions. Can you make more money in an hour if you work extra hours or get a second job? If you can't make more money per hour at your job, why don't you make your side hustle your main hustle? Most likely, a side job will be a waste of your time and money, and if you're honest with yourself, you probably weren't going to do it anyway. But the people who made them got a lot of views, and it doesn't matter to them if you get rich, so they will keep making them. Getting information every week from people who make it their job to get you to listen to them talk about personal finance can also make your head spin. If you wait too long to invest or get out of a position, it can cost you a lot in the long run. People who paid less attention to financial news and spent less time learning about the markets invested better, according to a study from the University of North Carolina. This is because their decisions weren't influenced by outlets trying to get their attention, and that's just reason 1. You can also move up in your career and make more money by telling yourself that no one cares if you get rich. The time of being loyal to a company is over, and I try to say, as often as I can, that people who work for the same company for more than 2 years earn on average 50% less than people who switch jobs more often. Companies have a financial reason to pay you as little as possible, and many find that promising their employees career development instead of a competitive salary is a good way to get them to stay with the company. See how it doesn't matter to them if you get rich? The best way to move up in your career is to work at a lot of different places and gain experience and contacts. When you switch to a new company, it's easier to get a higher level job than if you wait for your current boss to quit so you can move up. Outside hires also need to be paid 18% more on average than hires from within the company. If you get a promotion at your current job, the hiring manager can use your current salary as a starting point to figure out what your new salary will be. A manager who is hiring for a new job won't know how much you make, and if they ask, you can and should lie. Cornell and the University of Minnesota did a study and found that internal hires were always the best performers and most likely to stay with a company for a long time, no matter the job, industry, or country. The average company spends $4,000 to fill a typical open position, according to a survey by Glassdoor. The conclusion is clear: companies should value their current employees more, but they don't because they know that, on average, taking advantage of their current workers is still slightly cheaper than paying them competitively because most of them won't leave. Again, it doesn't matter to them if you get wealthy. Influencers don't care if you get rich, they just want you to indulge their content. On the other side, your employers don't want you to get rich. Instead, they want you to work hard and not ask for a pay raise. And, most importantly, no one else cares if you become wealthy. In either case, showing off their wealth is one of the fastest ways for rich people to lose a lot of money. Lifestyle inflation is real, and flexing costs a lot of money. The only people who really care if you are rich are those who depend on you financially. These can be people like family and close friends who you are happy to share your wealth with. But there are also people who want to take advantage of someone who brags about being a good target.